Hi there. So I started the ribbon on my tree, and in case you haven't seen my first video, this is a 9-foot green tree which I made look snowy or flocked, not the other word, by adding branches to it. And if you want to see how I do that, check out my other video. So I'm using 3 different types of ribbon this year. I'm going with a gray slash silver red theme with a snowy look. So the 3 ribbons I've used are actually 3 different sizes. This one is a 2-inch, this one is a 1.5 inch, and this is a 1-inch ribbon. So this ribbon is a soft cloth wired ribbon that I got at Michael's last year. This one here, the 1-inch, is a little bit of a firmer cloth wired ribbon, which is from Michael's from a couple of years ago. And then this is actually silver. It looks white in the video. And I got this 1.5 inch. It's sparkly. You can't really see the glitter and sparkle, well, a little bit. It's from Costco this year. So I always use what I call a pinch and loop technique, and I use it many different ways. So this year I am cutting my ribbon. So each piece is about 3 feet or a yard long. So you can see this is the start. Gets pinched in here, looped over, pinched in here, and then here's the ends. So you can do a couple different things with the cut ribbons. Is you can take your ends and just tuck them in, do your loop, and tuck your ends in again. But I decided I want my ends coming out. I want tails. And so I'm going to show you how I did it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so here are my ribbon rolls. Looks more silver now. So this is the silver, meshy looking, sparkly glitter one, and like I said, I got it at Costco this year. And then this is the red cloth one, which I got from Michael's last year. And unfortunately, this is the one that I got a couple years ago from Michael's, and I don't have the spool for it. This is how I store my ribbon, which I'm going to be doing another video on, so you can see how I store the many rolls of ribbon that I have. Okay, so I have my cut pieces here, and like I said, they're about 3 feet long, so I just wanted to show you the ends of the ribbon. Okay, so you can see how, well, I personally don't like this. I think it looks awful, so I wanted it to look a little more decorative since I have my ends sticking out of the tree. So just wanted to show you how I did that. So to make the nice little, what I call dovetails, all you do is you take your 2 wire edges, put it together, get your wire edges lined up, and then you cut from the folded part up to the corner of the wire edges. And they don't need to be perfect because they're going on your tree, and people aren't going to notice if they're a little bit crooked. That's the last thing they're going to notice on your tree, because your tree is going to look beautiful once you put the ribbon on it. Again, you cut from the folded area up to the tip of the wires. And there you have it. Okay, so this is what happens when you cut your ribbon the wrong way. So even though I've done this a billion times, I still make mistakes. It's just one more reminder. Fold your edges over so that the wire is together, and start from the bend and cut upwards. Upwards, not downwards, upwards. Okay, so I gotta go cut this one again. Okay, so I have my 3 pieces cut, and I am putting the silver one in the back, the red one in the middle, and then my small one on top. And I'm going to go across this way. So I'm going to go in probably about 8 inches or so, pinch my ribbons. Then I'm going to go a little deeper into the tree and find these bending branches. So I just take them, put them in, take the tip of the branch and literally pinch it around. And then just kind of do your tails. So then take your 3 ribbons, pull them so that they're flat. You don't want them different sizes. And then I just kind of lift here to give it a loop. And then do the exact same thing. Go deep into the tree, find a bendable branch, and pinch it around the ribbon so that you get a loop, and just fluff out the tails. It's wired ribbon, so I usually just give it kind of a pinch to make it not so straight looking. Okay, and then in this case where it's sitting on the branches, I'll just kind of pull it out a little. And because it's on these bendable branches, you can move them around and get that. And then just separate the ribbon. So just pull it out and just separate it. And there you have it. And just move that a bit so that it's sitting nicer. And there you go. That is the loop and pinch method, or the pinch and loop method. Okay, so I got my ribbon sizes wrong. So the bigger red one is actually 3.5 inches by 25 feet, and I used 2 of these. So 50 feet of each of the ribbons. This one is the silver one, and it is actually 2.5 inches. And then the small one was 1.5 inches. So 3.5 inches, 2.5 inches, and 1.5 inches, and I used 50 feet of each. Okay, so I noticed that up in the top corner here of my tree, it's kind of missing ribbon, and I don't have any of the small ribbon left. I have about 1.5 feet of this one. I have lots of this one. So I cut 1.5 feet of this, took the 1.5 feet from that, which is right here. So I'm pinching them in the middle. Just gonna give them a twist upwards a bit so that they're sticking out, and then I'm just gonna go deep into the tree and just take a bendable branch, bend it over, give it a pinch, and then just with like the wired ribbon and give it a pinch just to shape it a little. And there you have it. The hole is filled. So here it is with all the ribbon on it. Okay, and then up at the top was that hole where I just stuck in the silver and red ribbon. That's another way you can do your ribbon too, is just cut smaller pieces and do just tails and no loops. So you would have just your ends sticking out. And a reminder again, it's a 9-foot tree, but I don't do the back, I don't know, about maybe the back quarter, because it gets pushed into the corner and you can't see it anyways. Okay, and just a couple quick tips. So this ribbon is actually one-sided. The other side is white. And this side is silver and sparkly, so that's why it looked white before. So just remember to put the right side facing out. And if you have pattern ribbon like this, try to remember to put it the right side up and not make your reindeers standing on their heads. I had to change out a couple of those because I wasn't paying attention. So that is the ribbon. So we are going to start on ornaments now. That will be another video. So if you like what you see, subscribe, hit like. You can leave me some comments if you have any questions. And if you want to know when the next video is coming up, make sure you hit the notification button. Thanks everyone. Happy holidays.